Yeah. Welcome back, man. And that's the thing about y'all, man. Y'all really don't believe in Gunna, but Gunna really did it, bro. He shot the world when he sold out the Barclays Center. You know what I'm saying? He just did it. You know what I'm saying? Check it out. Check it out. Yeah. 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 Is it? Come on now. Now we got to stop with all that. All that talking like he'll never sell out because he'll never come back to what he was because now he is additionally sold out to Barclays and that was without Young Thug, without Lil Baby. That just gonna be in Gunna. So at the end of the day, man, y'all gonna have to stop with all this snitch talk. Because at the end of the day, you can't do nothing but a snitch no more these days. Like it's too many cameras out here, too many people. Like y'all link it up to Instagram and everything. So that's how it usually been going lately. So with that being said, man, can we please give this man his flowers and oh yeah, by the way, if you don't, Young Thug Dad got something to say about it too. Hold on, let me find the video.
I love Gunna.
Whoa. Hold on. This was Young Thug's dad now. This Young Thug dad saying whatever for Gunna real
Courtney
quick.
said, how do you feel about Gunna?
I love Gunna.
See, that's the thing. People don't understand the relationship. They got this thing saying that Gunna is a rat and he's done this and done that.
No, but see, let me try to help the attorney clarify that a little simpler.
Okay, help me out, Mr. Jeff.
Gunna hasn't done anything whatsoever that can hurt us on this case. Period.
But y'all want to call him a snitch though. Like just like they said the same thing for what his brother name on phone. Like he couldn't hurt him on that case. All they did was accept the fact that it was a gang. Not to prove it that they a gang. You got other people like detaching themselves from and you could like he detaching even Young Thug separating himself from YSL members. Even with YSL Polo doing that crazy stuff in court when he doing like ticking and doing all that. See, this is what you don't understand. Like, you could be associates with somebody, but the fact that y'all want to call each other a gang, that's what mess it up because that means everything you do, that's on me too. And we can't be living like that, you know what I'm saying? But that's how it is out here with the gang culture, man. So that's why I said you gotta reevaluate different things. Like even with different stuff, like just say all of them were family. It wouldn't even be a RICO. It'd be like everybody doing their individualistic thing. So that's why I said get money with your fam, man. Fuck a gang. But yeah, keep going, Mr. Jeff.
Gunna, first of all, for all of you who are listening, you have different types of attorneys. You got attorneys that are trial lawyers. You got attorneys that are plea lawyers. You got attorneys that are lawyers who just practice law on a criminal base. The only thing they want to do is satisfy a case. Just like Mr. What's his name was saying. The lawyers sometimes what people don't understand is sometimes your lawyer can take a plea for you. And when
true.
he present that plea to you, he's gonna tell you everything convincing to make you think that plea is what you need to take.
Mm-hmm.
And you being the type of person that Gunna is, you trust your lawyer. Gunna is not a street kid. He's not a kid that's down like that. So if his lawyer make it sound appealing to him, he's gonna believe that because he trusts his lawyer.
Yeah, and that's the thing about it too. Like he not a street, like he said, he not a street kid like that. Like he ain't made for doing that type of time. So the thing is, Gunna is a superstar. So you got to get him out of, you got to get him out of jail. Like first thing first, because they know Gunna ain't have a lot to do with that. They know Gunna was just an artist, but the fact that they needed him to help. They needed Gunna to help that Rico case. Like even Fonnie Willis, she's still fighting and clawing to get this man on the Rico. But at the end of the day, this is what they got to break it down to. Like for all these Ricos out here, like this is a state Rico. It's not federal, and I don't believe the feds will pick it up because of this right here. Everybody has their own individualistic ideas. So if we a gang, if we a cult, if we do all this together, why he doing his own crime over here? He doing this all crime over here. YSL Mondo pop locking. Everybody ain't pop locking. But that's the thing though. They try to make everybody seem like a group so they can get them all together. That's what make this Rico thing very dangerous and very stupid to deal with, because at the end of the day, it's hard to get a Rico. Like if it's a federal Rico, we understand, but if it's a state Rico, y'all ain't having all the clues, y'all ain't putting all the dots together, y'all just making assumptions and seeing who gonna fold. So you making people say statements that will get them out of jail, especially the people who are the weak links that ain't, really built for that jail time like Gunna, and y'all making them say anything to get out of jail. But because even to take the plea, you had to make a deal with the district attorney, and the district attorney would tell you, okay, you can get out if you say YSL a gang. Like, nah, that's just really what the district attorney wants you to do, but you gonna do it because you want to get out of jail. So at the end of the day, I don't really think Gunna really has that much really got to do with the YSL thing anyway. So the fact that they held him in the cell was really just to make their case stronger, just because he a big name in the YSL thing, in the YSL case. Like, come on now, let's get it.
All right? Mm-hmm. Now, what you all don't know is Gunna has a recorded plea. Mm-hmm. And in his recorded plea, he states, I'm not taking a plea deal because I'm not leaving my brother in jail. They just didn't let y'all hear that part.
Come on, man. See? And that's why even with these Chicago things and this stuff getting out, police is putting this stuff out. They are putting this stuff out. Like who else could record Gunna talking and taking his plea deal and then cutting off a certain place that they could tell them where? It's called clickbait. And even when people do not clickbaiting, but it's called he's spreading false news. You take a little segment of somebody, he gave a statement for about at least, I know he did a statement for at least 5-10 minutes, but you only took the hottest minute out, and then that's the part you put out. You didn't let the whole video run through. And that's very dangerous on the internet, because people start making assumptions. You're controlling the narrative, and that's what we don't need you to do. At the end of the day, that's what's happening, and that's what's going on with Gunna, man. Let's keep it going, Mr. Jeffrey.
So what his lawyer did was, his lawyer agreed to the alpha plea for him not to have to testify, for him not to have to do nothing to be released from this case. Right now, Gunna can separate himself from this case permanently. Guess how?
How?
Just by doing his community service. Once he finished.
That's it. That's all he had to do was his community service. So with everybody just saying that and everybody talking crazy like that, it's just yeah, you know what it is, man. He took the smart route, but everybody's saying he a snitch, nobody messing with him, but he's still selling out shows without y'all, without Lil Baby, without everybody, without Lil Durk, without people saying who he is and upholding this street culture. I think the streets really need to do some reevaluation about things sometimes. Sometimes you should let stuff play out before y'all start saying statements and stuff.
His community service, he's done with this case.
So has he done any of it yet?
I don't have a clue. I told him 4 times you need to start doing that community service and get it over with. So you can be done with this case. See, anytime you take a plea, once you satisfy that plea deal, you through with the case. You through with your case.
Because he didn't have that long probation things like those other ones had.
No, because see, he took pleas on a different note. He didn't take pleas, understand this. She asked him, this was her question to him. This is what got everybody thrown off because they stopped listening after she asked him this question. She said, is YSL a business and a game? That should have set a red flag up to everybody then. Why would she ask him something like that?
Because it's 2-part question. So
Thank
then
you.
to answer the first part, she added this.
There you go. Now,
Yeah.
just like the attorneys.
So that's what really happened, and that's what's really going on out here in the streets, man. YSL is a business, is a record label. They got papers and stuff for it. So everybody repping in the streets is not really signed to him. So if y'all want to call this a gang, y'all can, but everybody got their own different charges. That's why I'm also thinking Young Thug is finna get out pretty soon, like, because they just holding them for what? Because if he called any plays, if you can't catch nobody putting money on somebody's head. Like, to be honest with you, anybody could say something, but they don't see the transaction because we using cash, nigga. I ain't finna cash app you for no hit. But yeah, at the end of the day, man, y'all leave Gunna alone. He's selling out the Barclays, man. And y'all can take that snitch jacket up off him if y'all ain't gonna take it off for everybody else, man. Everybody else who took a plea on YSL, if y'all ain't gonna say they a rat, Gunna did the same thing they did, but Gunna just had the most clout, man. So at the end of the day, I could be wrong. So if I'm in wrong, just leave it in the comments. But yeah. Make sure y'all hit the like button, hit that share button, hit that subscribe button, and yeah, this Ray Dog talking. Yeah.